Good day and thank you for your time. My name is Dean Hill. I am the independent candidate running for United States Senator of Tennessee. I'm running against the Democrat and Republican Party. And I'm running against them because they're not doing what we ask. In fact, every day they're making it harder for anyone to run against them that's not Democrat or Republican. In fact, I think most Democrats and Republicans would also agree that the party is not doing things that they would believe the party should do. But they create this football game every year where, we're the winners and you're the losers. The Democrat has to win. The Republicans are the losers. The Republicans have to win. If you're with the Democrats, you're a loser. That's ridiculous. We're all together in this. And this is Tennessee. And I never forget that Tennessee is the volunteer state. We're the first to always step up. We should always lead the way. When Tennessee comes to the Senate, people should know. Now, here lately, I've had a lot of disgust with the Senate, and I'm just going to be straightforward with it. Seems like a lot of kids haven't been taught civics anymore, and a lot of the older people have forgotten. Because I've seen reporters ask the president why he doesn't change law. I've seen the Senate yell at the president, go on television on the news stating that, these immigrant children are being held captive and the president won't do anything. Well, the three levels of government. Legislative is the one that makes the law. Executive is the president. He signs off on it, but he has to follow the law. He can't just change it. So, has anybody seen one legislator offer a reform for immigration during this whole time? Change the law. Send anything up. Request it. No. That's like a policeman pulling me over after I rob a bank and saying, the bank law being robbing banks is not so important now. So we'll just go ahead and let you go. Senate makes the law. You can't complain about the laws that are on the books and not change them. So that shows that they're using these children as pawns. Whether you agree or disagree doesn't matter, but don't yell and try to make the president break laws when he finally signed an executive order giving them time to change the law. And they won't talk about that on the news. Because you have to change the law, just like with DACA. He said, change the law. So I'm running on a platform of changing laws. The first law, actually I'll group them together because there's no first. But the first thing I want to say is senators need term limits. There are senators that have been up there their whole life. They're rich now, and they've lived in Washington. Okay? So, how did they get rich? That's the first question. And if they lived in Washington their whole life, then how do they even know what the people in their state want? That's the second question. Okay? The next thing is, I do want to reform immigration. There are a lot of problems with immigration. People don't realize how many problems are paperwork problems. People don't realize that correcting the law for taking children is just a little more difficult, but can be written because 10,000 of those 12,000 children were sent to the border by their parents to try to rush America. Okay, that's an invasion. And they had to do something with those children. Now, the other 2,000 are different instances, and those are the ones that are exceptions that the law needs to state. What will happen to them? And of course, if a family leaves us, children should go. Now, there are times that the children, family and parents actually sign them over. So that's something of itself that you've got to know. So there are many laws that need to be changed, need to be introduced, and I'm not going to be liked because I will introduce them and try to change them. Pharmaceutical companies. I'm actually running against a couple people that help the pharmaceutical company get laws made all the way through the House and the Senate. I'm also running against some people that helped out when TennCare came in, but also somehow TennCare started going bankrupt and some of their friends and them got rich. So it's interesting how people are running for government offices but aren't working for the people. And I'll leave you with that. And if you want to email me anything, it's deanhillussenate@gmail.com.